Even though Halloween has come and gone, you may still have phantoms in your home. Phantom power or standby power. These are electronic devices that use electricity even though they're turned off.
Dobar večer. I'm Gord, and I'm here to talk to you about phantom power. And what is phantom power? It's the amount of electricity your appliances and devices draw from the wall while you're not using them. So you're out of the house, you're asleep, what have you, you are spending money and you are consuming electricity, and it's costing us all. In terms of financial savings, it can add up to about 10% of your monthly bill. And although that might only be roughly $20 per household, if you add it up across Canada, that adds up to over $630 million a year if left on. And it's completely wasted energy. It's an opportunity to be saved. In terms of greenhouse gas emissions, that's the equivalent of 15 to 30 trees per household that can be added back into the environment. And so if you think about the triple bottom line of people, profits, and planet, by saving yourself some money, you contribute to the benefit of the planet and your own profitability as well, and saving electricity for others to consume that need it. So really it's about a small investment of time and money to do the right thing, set up your appliances so that they stop drawing electricity when you don't need them, and everyone wins. Thanks.
And I'm going to talk to you about standby power. So we've heard about the financial implications. Now I'm going to try and talk to you about some of the solutions that we found for you. So let me paint you a picture. In your home, you have all these different appliances, whether it be cell phone chargers, PVRs, televisions, television screens, computers, printers, stereo systems that are all potentially drawing power when they're off, or when you think they're off. And so they're scattered all throughout the house, and each one represent a small draw of power. It could be 5 watts, it could be 10 watts, or more sometimes. And as you're trying to leave the house, you have all these different things, and trying to remember to turn them all off or to unplug all of them is a pretty onerous task. And so we want to find a way for you to make that decision easier to save your phantom loads. So what we've discovered is there are different power bars out there, and we've decided that there's one that really, to us, seems the best. And it allows you to consolidate all those different loads, bring them closer together onto one power bar, and then eliminate them. And so what these power bars do, they look like this. And there's various models. These power bars come in various models, but essentially they all work with the same principle. There's a master switch, which controls 4 or 5 slave switches that are controlled by the master switch. So that, for example, if you plug in your television to the master switch, all the peripherals, things like DVD players, Blu-ray players, video game consoles, sound systems that are connected to your TV. Whenever you turn off your TV, it turns off all the peripherals. That way you just have to make one decision, turn off the TV, which is not too hard. You can see there are 2 red plugs as well. These are for things that you may not want to have turned off, so PVRs, which you want to record something overnight and you want to leave it on, so it'll be in the red plug, and that way when you turn off your TV, your PVR stays on. Another example would be with your computer. You may have your computer as the master and all the peripherals linked to that, the printer, the computer screen, and all those types of things, but you don't want your modem to turn off. And so you can plug the modem into the red switch. So that's the basic principle. It allows you to reduce the number of decisions you have to make to reduce on a daily basis to reduce the standby power. The key thing is to consolidate those different things. So if you can get your stereo, your television, your Blu-ray player, DVD player, PVR, video game console, all those things all into one power bar, then you can very quickly reduce your consumption. All right, so now we've taken that power bar I showed you and plugged it into a real home. So you can see it right here. You can see everything's plugged in. We've got the master switch, the master plug, which is the television. We have the PVR that we don't want to turn off, and then all the peripherals. So as you move up here, you can see the different peripherals. We've got a DVD player, a VHS player, the PVR, and we also have a stereo. So normally, if you were to turn all of this off, you would have to take each one of these remotes and turn every single one of those off. That's 4 steps plus the stereo. So what we're going to do is just show you how that works. So we're going to turn the television on, and that allows everything else to turn on. So now I can turn on the DVD player and the VCR player, and I don't even know what this one is. Oh, the PVR player. All right, so now the television's on, and well, we'll leave it on for a second and I'll show you how much power we're using here. So everything all together is using 144 watts. So that's the stereo, the television, the PVR, the VCR, and the DVD player are using 144 watts. Now if we turn that into dollars, here in BC, that amounts to $93, basically $94 in a year, and amounts to basically per month, per bill, $7.70 per year. And then we have another button on this readout that tells us how many greenhouse gas emissions we're emitting in the year, and that's approximately 280 greenhouse gases, kilograms of greenhouse gases in a year. So if you consider that all these things might weigh about 30 kilograms, you're looking at 8 times the weight of everything you've got here being emitted every year in greenhouse gas emissions. So it's like taking this entire set here and chucking it into the air 8 to 10 times in greenhouse gas emissions. All right, so I've showed you how to set up the power bar, and I'm just going to summarize how easy it is to turn everything off. All you need to do is press one button, and we've consolidated and eliminated all the standby power.
So let's be power smart and get rid of the phantoms and ghosts of Christmas past this season so that you have lots of room for your friends and family during the Christmas season. Tracy, and I'm a 6.
Okay. Hi, Susan. I'm Michelle. Hi, everybody. I'm a 3 while we're filming this, but by the time you're watching it, I'll be a 6.
Bonsoir, good evening. I'm Julianne and I am a 4 today.
Dobar večer, again. I'm Gord, and I am a 2. Susan.
Bonjour, bonsoir. I am Gwendol, and I'm feeling like a 5 tonight.